defend himself against my might. Fucking prick. Die before that army shows up. You will be defeated before that army shows up. You have no morale left. Thank you. You fucking bastard. Alright, now we have a very limited amount of time to siege this shit and get it over and done with. He's going to arrive on the 9th of August. Which I'm not sure why he will arrive on the 9th of August because, well, I outnumber him. I'm not sure why he's attacking still. Probably because he has troops in range or some bollocks. I really do hate the whole assigning commanders bullshit. You guys deal with that. You guys will go up there. You guys will deal with that. You are doing fine in there. And you are arriving on the 9th of August and will die horribly, screaming in agony and pain. That's fine. You are welcome to do that. I shouldn't fear I'd be able to handle that even without those 9k showing up. There you go, that'll teach you fucking cunts to defend yourselves. Of course you have. Fucking pricks. Again, how dare they defend themselves? How long have we got on the timer? He's one south. Fucking brilliant. And then all of his forces are going to go into the Riverlands, so we need to wrap this up. And we need to wrap this up fucking yesterday. All those original fuck-ups around this area have completely set us back on what I was hoping would be a very quick and very simple, easy, you know, cleanup operation, basically. But it's anything but that. Hopefully I can grab enough regions and get enough shit done to... I'm waiting for him to attack Old Stones again. Ugh, fucking Lord's Fault. Piss off, liberation factions. So many fucking liberation factions. You're not liberating fuck all. My giant empire will never fucking allow you to do it. Even if you did liberate it, I'd fucking kill you anyway. As if I'd just stand by and just let you do that. Yeah, we're good. I did have a daughter before. The fucking game crashed like halfway through the bloody thing before, but... named after my father who disappeared, Willem. Yeah, sure. Fucking Liberation faction is losing, gaining things, whatever the hell you want to call it. Annoying me. What the hell is wrong with this AI? It's like... stupid. Alright, put the best of the best in there, and hopefully we can take Old Stones, and that will be the end of the war, because we cannot sit around twiddling our fucking thumbs while the South fucking comes up and almost kills us. 20%, yeah. His shit's gonna start arriving in any moment now, and then we'll be fucked. If they, like, a best case that we could fucking hope for would be that the war just ends. Come on, I've just won a bunch of battles. Please go up from 40%. Are those guys like not even related to the... I have no idea what the hell they're doing. But they had no effect on anything. Which I find very annoying. Yes, thank you. Thank you, game. All for that one tiny ass little bit of land that I don't particularly give a shit about and is not worth the stress. Anyway, back to my lands. Never again to leave. Fuck you, game. But there you go. At least that sort of makes my borders look a lot nicer now. Kind of more smooth. I just want to get Norvos so we can get rid of that, mainly because it keeps attacking me and pissing me off. And then afterwards, that's kind of a Rwanda. I need to go deal with the liberation of that bollocks. And there's some fucking uprising thing for Pentos, which I need to go deal with as well. No, you know, nothing new. It's all same old bullshit. Well, we'll deal with that crap off camera. Again, we will skip forward a little bit, probably a few years, to anything interesting that happens. Hey guys, a little bit further ahead, and this is basically what my kingdom looks like now with all of this stuff. And I also grabbed Seaguard from the previous King of the Iron Throne, which we'll get to in a moment. Also, Dragonstone is ours, weirdly. I think I got it when I grabbed Pentos. My brother has a daughter who's inherited, which, you know, he needs more heirs, probably a son eventually. It's got my second kid, who's got grayscale, unfortunately. My daughter, Liana. And then my third kid, Kragan. Anyway, the Iron Throne recently overthrew, did a revolt against Prince Mors. Or, no, it wasn't a revolt, it was a claim for this guy, who is my uncle. He's my uncle. Yeah, but he got in, because he inherited it through whatever. Because King Danny of the South died in battle against himself, apparently. Which is very weird. And then his son inherited, and then the throne rose up and put Arthur on the throne. Who is married to a Blackwood, and has no heirs. It's going to go back to the guy that they dethroned at this point. But yeah, now the Crownlands is fighting for independence, as is the Westlands. Everywhere else is sort of being neutral right now. But they might turn later on. I'm going to let the game run for a bit, see what happens with the South, because some more people might join and rise up against this new king. I'm just thinking, though, unless some of the other Lord Paramounts rush to the aid of their king, which they literally just fought to put in power. Yeah, the Stormlands are fighting for independence as well, so they're going to become independent also, as I believe. But yeah, unless some other Lord Paramountsies come to the aid of the king that they literally just fought a war to put into power, then he only controls barely any troops, so they're probably going to win, especially when the West shows up. Despite the fact that the West has lost, like, that, and that, and that. Like, all the southern border along the Westerlands have been merged into the Reach a while back. The Mir guys are doing an invasion of this joint up here, so that'll be part of their shit, apparently. Yeah. Volantis is helping against Mir, interestingly. My son's now got trained fighters. So. Yeah, they might fail if Volantis is helping them out. And there's also a revolt against his rule. But it's only that small little region there, so I don't think they have anything to worry about. I don't know what's going to go on there. I'm particularly interested in taking that bit of land. This bit with Norvos, I want to get rid of eventually. See, Norvos is helping as well. Basically, all the 3 cities, and by all I mean all 3 of them that are left. I suppose this counts, doesn't it? So, yeah, 4 basically that are left. Yeah, side with the guy who owns land. Why would you ever side with the party that doesn't own anything and give you any vassals, like, at all? You'd side with the fucking person that, you know, controls the men, huh? But yeah, the West may become independent, as may the Stormlands and the Crownlands. I've said how many times before that the Crownlands making it independent paramount was just such a stupid thing for the AI to do. Yep, 40% for the Crownlands. And the King of the Rock will show up and kick some ass as well. It's only a matter of time. So yeah, basically, the Starks of the South are really just weaklings. This is what they get for abandoning the old gods. This right here is what happens. The true Starks flourish, and their empire spreads across the known world, while the South is just weak and fractured. I could like go help them. No, I couldn't. They're like really far away, even though he is my uncle. We do not have good relations. I mean, I've been slowly nicking their territory, so... And I plan to take... that, and that, and that, and that. And hell, if the West becomes independent, I'll take the entire of the western coastline as well. Just literally all of these little regions and merge that with the Iron Isles so they control that coast. And then that'll be like... I won't push any further than that. Because I have no interest in controlling all of the South. I could have taken the entirety of the South long ago if I wanted to. But I have no interest in that. We'd just become too fucking powerful and it'd be very boring. We're already very powerful, so... You know. I've already pushed further south than I wanted with Pentos and everything, to be honest. We won't go any further south with Essos either. I never go over here anymore. Literally, these guys may as well be kings to themselves with 1,000 Isles over there. Same with Ibn. They're like really cut off. How many Starks are there? Wait a minute. There are only 91 Starks. I had more... There were more Targaryens in my Targaryen series than there were... You'd think there'd be more Starks. Apparently not. I don't think there's a lot of Southern Stark, to be honest. Yep, there's no way he's going to win against the Crownlands and the Stormlands, so they'll be independent. And there's no way that they're going to win against the Rock on their own. The Reach or... the Reach or Dawn would have to come to his aid. And Dawn's a kid with no ties to the... Dawn's a kid with no alliance with the throne, since... He has an alliance with the throne. He's married to the Princess of Dawn. I think this entire thing was planned, to be honest. Because they overthrew the guy that had an alliance and was from the main branch of Descendants of Kings for... So I think they were the main branch. Yeah, they kind of are. It's been very, very iffy for those guys. But they overthrew him and put someone with no allies in charge, and now they're seemingly abandoning the guy that they fought a war to put onto the throne. Who is that? It's the fucking Warrior Sons there, I was saying, for a minute. Can I grab anything from him? See, I could claim, like, everything. If I really wanted to. I could claim all of the South. To be honest, I'm half tempted just to go south and dismantle the Iron Throne again. We might do that during the reign of Roderick the Fourth. Assuming that Roderick the Fourth ever actually becomes king, because every single time that I've ever tried to do a thing with Roderick, I believe we've lost like 2 princes that are Rodericks. Never have they ever actually inherited the throne. So I'm probably shooting myself in the foot by calling my kid that, but there you go. I do have plenty of backups. Yeah, I'm slowly upgrading Winterfell. I have been slacking in that greatly. You'd think Winterfell would be, like, vastly better than the Red Keep right now. Well, I think it is, actually. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah. I need to upgrade it a lot. Am I gonna have to kill you? Nah. He'll raise the troops and deal with it. They usually do. I raised that kid and tutored him. Which now reminds me I can actually raise Willem myself now. Before I was raising the Aaron kid because I wanted him to grow up to like me. We'll bring the sisters. We'll bring the sisters back under his control, since he's now part of my realm and everything. The Isles are in a bit of turmoil. This bitch is, for some reason, leading troops over the middle of nowhere, isn't married, and is taking ages to get an heir. Otherwise, it's going to fall into the hands of my idiotic brother, which at some point, I suppose, I'll just cheat to play as him and then give it to somebody else. By royal decree. He ain't controlling both of them, I'll tell you that. Liana, we need somebody to tutor you, my dear. Yeah, I gave my friend, my brother-in-law, who is my friend also, the Cassels back their old land. My brother can control them. What happened? Yeah? How? Did he capture him in battle or something? He must have captured him in battle, right? Nope. There's another war. And now the... Yeah. Okay, so now the Stormlands are helping the king to take back the Crownlands when a minute ago the Stormlands was helping the Crownlands get independence. Yeah. That's a thing. Sure. And for like the 1 billionth time, the Trident is trying to rebel again. Can I nick anything from the Trident? Again? That's probably the Glovers trying to claim something that's on the opposite side of the world. Yep. Fucking Glovers trying to claim shit that's on the opposite side of the fucking north. As if you control both of those regions singly. No, you wouldn't. They were never yours to begin with, you prick. So yeah, they're now... Same guy and everything. They're now just, like, completely changed their minds about their stance and everything. And the West must have been captured in battle somehow. How bloody anticlimactic, huh? That was very boring. Oh well. I thought we were going to have some shit there. How's Mir doing? It looks like they've failed. If it ever stops auto-saving, we will find out. Ended with a white piece. Yeah. A lot of things seem to be doing that. And Volantis is fighting against some other bullshit. Norvos is being Norvos. Magister Bollocks the Holy is doing his claim on thingy. Huh. You are trying to claim Norvos. No, the other way around. He's trying to claim. Alright, okay. Interesting. We'll see what comes of that. Ideally, I don't kind of want Norvos being that powerful, but what it does mean, if they're one giant kingdom... Actually, no, it doesn't. The conquest thing only affects one singular kingdom. I can't do it all. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd still just have to take Norvos and then deal with Quoth afterwards. Yeah. Alright. Well, fuck all is happening. The south is just a giant mess of turmoil and bollocks that I do not quite know how to explain the logic of what the hell's going on down there. It's a bloody screwed up system. At some point, we probably will have to go down there and just slap them over the head. Because the southern traitor Starks just... They're just useless. Utterly useless. You want something done, do it yourself. And it's only a matter of time before the northern Starks look south and go, you f***ing pricks. I'm just gonna take your shit and show you how to run things. Anyway. We'll, yeah, death to deserters. We'll skip ahead a bit, because there's fuck all going on. Yay! Skipping ahead. Hey guys, either this is the start of mending relations with the South, or I've just walked into a trap, and we're about to be annihilated when crossbowmen pop up and start shooting us like Red Wedding style. King Rickard and his son Roderick the Badass, which I am going to see if I can mod into the game to call him the Badass, because look at this. He is the badass. Like, just seriously, the badass. He did have skilled commander originally, but I made him go fight some wildlings and he got brilliant. He's got all of these, which is... I don't know if this is a bug, because originally he only had aggressive leader, leads from the rear, and trickster. And then when I went to look at him again, he had inspiring leader and organizer. I'm not... Maybe he got that from the... I know he got the duelist thing from the original tourney, like a moment ago. And I've given him Longclaw. But, yeah, he's badass. I'm not sure if those two there are due to a little bug or something. Maybe he learned it twice or something. It's like he got tutored twice over for some reason. I'm not sure. I'm not complaining. He's a badass. Of course, he's named Roderick. So he's probably going to get killed in one of these tourneys that he keeps entering. But, anyway. Or shot up by crossbows right now. Since I do have him assigned as my bodyguard. Now, Serene Estamont and Arthur Stark stand before the gods and take only of our marriage, the false gods, the great lords and ladies of the south, the drapes of the house of Stark around the bride, blah, 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 crossbows. The wedding was great, but I couldn't stand King Arthur's irritating voice more than a couple of hours, so I excused myself, grabbed a couple of wine bottles, and headed up a quiet corner, where I bonded with this old dude, apparently. Our mutual distaste of the brick. Damn, the old dude gets around, and he's fucking this girl. Alright, that's a thing. The Temptress of Dragonstone. Alright, well, that was a bit anti-dramatic. I was expecting, like, crossbows or something. You know, to declare me a traitor and then try to imprison me or something. At the wedding. But apparently that hasn't happened. Long way home after the music. Yep, we've gone. We've had a shit time by the sounds of it. Meh. And then we've left. So yeah, that's a thing. My kids married the Starkfire girl whose parents are being imprisoned. The Starkfire line's a bit lacking right now. It's only got 10 members left. A bunch of them are... this one was killed in a duel, and he got dishonorable, so I assume he killed him after he surrendered. This one died after a period of illness. Yeah, and actually, if you go to look at the one of the period of illness, he was actually urchined, so yeah, he couldn't inherit. So it went to his sister, who was blinded. I'm pretty sure they were raided or enslaved at some point, and this is what they happened to him. So yeah, his direct line's going through the girl now, which is interesting. And I want to like push Roderick to enter more tourneys. It's kind of playing with fate because my character's named Roderick always end up dead somehow. But I want it to be even more badass when we inherit it, so I'll make him enter more tourneys if at all possible. Pros a foreign tour. Hell, I might do that and send him off to get some worldly experience. See what happens. It's a possibility. Something to do. He would do it. He's not ambitious, but yeah, that might be a problem later if I want to do the conquest ambition, which I do to get rid of all those. But for now, it's cool. Yeah, as usual, we'll skip ahead. Anything interesting, we'll be sure to show you.